What's going on, people? Welcome back to Blues Fans TV. Welcome to your official review for Liverpool 5, Chelsea 3. And we are dragging this top 4 race to the last day. And I'm not going to try and blame the players too much, although there are some players who really ruined it for the rest of the others. I'm not going to try and blame the players because looking at that game, we were very close to completing a very good comeback against a very good Liverpool side, but then a hologram in goal had to go and ruin it all. Now we're going to talk about the game. We'll talk about it from start to finish. Lineup from Frank Lampard was more or less the same. It was the same lineup as the Manchester United game on Sunday, except for the fact that we had Kepa in goal instead of Willy Caballero, and we are going to talk about that. Don't worry about it. Bar that, it was the same back five, same pivot in midfield, and Willian, Giroud and Mason Mount up front. And it made sense. Liverpool are a pressing team. Let's try and play them on the press as well. I also thought, because Liverpool like to try and focus a lot of their attacks through the crosses from the fullbacks, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson, it made sense that we would try and play 5 at the back and try and keep as many players in to try and deal with the aerial threat that Liverpool tried to use. But it all fell apart. Start of the game, it weren't that bad. I'll be real. We weren't playing all that terribly. It was as soon as the first goal came in, the game just started to fall apart. And I thought both teams were taking jabs at each other. Both teams were up for it. And I thought the game could have gone either way, to the way the first 20 minutes were looking. But as soon as Keita got that first goal, when Willian got caught in the press, which was a good Liverpool press, and Keita did smash it into the top bins, and you can't really blame anyone for that. The first goal, I'm not really looking at anyone. Even in the case of Willian, I'm thinking he was just trying to play the ball out. Maybe it was the smartest decision, but I don't feel comfortable blaming him for it. I don't think it's his fault. And this is coming from someone who doesn't really rate Willian all that well. I'm not even blaming him for that. Second goal, though, I don't even think that was a foul. Sammy's saying that was a foul. I don't believe it. I think it's soft, to be honest. And I think the fact that Kepa didn't even bother to dive for that free kick was just embarrassing. Trent's now scored 2 free kicks against us on the bounce in Premier League games. And you think we'd anticipate this. You really think we would. But Kepa is just so devoid of confidence and devoid of effort as well. I'll be real, his distribution was okay. Like, that's the best part of his game today. Bar that is just that he turned up. Other than that, it was dead. He was a T-Rex in goal. Would have been better off with a hologram in there or something like that. I've tried to defend Kepa so much this season because I don't think it's been his fault. And throughout the entire season, I will still stick by that. It hasn't been all Kepa's fault. But this guy does not help himself. Every week, my Kepa agenda is just getting stomped out. And it's because the guy has no belief in himself. He's got no belief in himself. Third goal comes in from another defensive mistake when it comes to defending corners. Like, we already didn't anticipate that. I think we are the second worst team in Europe when it comes to defending corners statistically. But we got given a lifeline at half-time when Olivier Giroud managed to sneak the ball into the Liverpool net for 3-1, which is becoming a key trait for Olivier Giroud, scoring those goals at the cusp of half-time. He's done it for what I think is a third game in about 4 or 5. He's done it against Watford and Manchester United. He's done it again against Liverpool, and we had a lifeline at that point. But then we started the second half poorly. It looked like Sarri last season yet again, where we started second halves terribly. Trent Alexander-Arnold came out of nowhere. It was a great cross, to be honest. And Roberto Firmino scored his first goal at Anfield in the Premier League for, I think, over a year. I'm sorry about that sound. That's a subscriber sound. But fourth goal, I'm not going to blame anybody for. I think, to be fair, Alonso really should have covered Trent a lot quicker than he did. And it's annoying as hell that he didn't. But bar that, it was a great delivery from Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it was a great finish from Roberto Firmino. So it is what it is. We got given another lifeline where Lampard brought on 3 substitutes, and the substitutes worked magic again. What was it? Tammy Abraham, Christian Pulisic, Callum Hudson-Odoi. As soon as Pulisic steps onto the pitch, he beats 3 men out of nowhere and lays the ball on the plate for Tammy Abraham to make it 4-2. Then Tammy Abraham takes Joe Gomez and Van Dijk out the game in 1-50-50. Hudson-Odoi puts the ball on the plate for Christian Pulisic. He takes it down with great composure and smashes it past Alisson for 4-3. And now everything's looking optimistic. We look like we might be gate crashing Liverpool's party. These guys are already throwing fireworks out of Anfield and everything. And they're already celebrating. It looks like we're just there as their entertainment, but we're going to spoil the party for them. And then what happens? Fucking Kepa happens. Like, I don't care. The guy came out of nowhere with jelly arms yet again, and Oxlade-Chamberlain scored the 5th goal and killed our momentum. Everything that we built for was killed because of another defensive mistake, and that's the thing that hurts so much. It was one mistake that cost it from a player who's been having so many mistakes this season. And as much as I've tried to defend him this season, his head don't look like he's in it. He don't look like he's in it. He don't look like he has any confidence in himself. And if you're in that sore position where you can't have any confidence or belief in yourself, what are you doing? Because if you can't believe in yourself, how do you expect anyone else to believe in yourself either? The good thing is, and the really good thing is, we still have a chance at top 4. And it's still in our hands. If we beat Wolves, we have top 4 confirmed. Please, I beg you, don't bottle it. Because we've been in the top 4 since, what, October, November. If we really drop out at the last match day, really, that's going to feel so heartbreaking and gut-wrenching. And I think Lampard and I think a lot of the Chelsea players deserve a lot better than that. So I'm really hoping to God that that's not how the season ends. But guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Blues Fans TV. I'm going for a draw. Peace.